Welcome back. 4 days after the phase 2 of polling, politics over low voter turnout continues. The Election Commission has now revised voter turnout data, but the opposition claims vendetta. TMC says it's a bump up of 5.75%. The left says why delay in putting out numbers? So questions being raised now. The opposition has slammed the Election Commission and they are alleging that this is nothing but vendetta. The left is questioning the delay behind putting out the numbers. 4 days after phase 2 of polling, the Election Commission has now revised the voter turnout data, and the tussle over the low voter turnout continues, with the opposition pointing fingers at the Election Commission. Politics continues. We have Aditi joining us with more reactions. I believe, Aditi, the Election Commission has revised the voter turnout data, but the opposition is pointing fingers at the Election Commission, questioning the intent. Left says why the delay, and the TMC says it's a bump up of 5.75%.
Right, Swati, we have the reactions coming in from Jairam Ramesh. He says, we have complained repeatedly to the Election Commission on such blatant and brazen violation of not just the Model Code of Conduct and others. We also have Derek O'Brien. He says, 4 days after phase 2 ends, Election Commission releases final voting figures, a bump up of 5.75% from what EC released 4 days ago. Is this normal? What am I missing here? So this is the reaction coming in from the TMC.
All right, Aditi, thank you for getting us the details. So for the first phase, the earlier figure was 60%, which is now 66 after revision. And for phase 2, it was 61 and is now 66% as well. These are the figures after revision. And the Election Commission has revised these numbers 4 days after phase 2 polling. The TMC and the left have actually hit out at the Election Commission, with the left saying why delay in putting out the revised numbers. Talking about the revision that has been made, for the first phase, the earlier figure was 60%, which is now 66%, and the second phase, the earlier figure was 61%, which has now been revised, and the latest is 66%. We'll try and connect with our reporters as well. Aditi, meanwhile, continues to be with us with more reactions coming in. How is the Bharatiya Janata Party responding to these allegations and questions being raised by the opposition, Aditi?
Well, Swati, a sharp rebuttal is coming in from BJP IT cell chief. He says if low voter turnout had been a sign of anti-incumbency, then Jawaharlal Nehru's government would have lost in 1957, Indira Gandhi's in 1971, Atal Bihari Vajpayee's in 1999, and BJP state governments in Gujarat assembly polls in 2017 and 2022. Statistically exercise reveals that the BJP is more successful in constituencies where the turnout is lower, perhaps because being a cadre-based party, it has the organizational wherewithal to get its score base to the polling booth. So the BJP is denying the fact that low voter turnout doesn't mean that the BJP is losing reach on the ground. It just means that the people are coming out in good numbers. The BJP is still sure of its victory and getting that 400 par mark that the Prime Minister has said.
Yes, Aditi, thank you for getting us the details. Niyamika is also joining us with more information. Niyamika, the opposition is questioning the Election Commission, and the entire politics is over the low voter turnout, with the opposition saying, this is an indication of anti-incumbency, and the BJP, of course, countering that.
Well, certainly, and that's the reason why many of the leaders have also come out in open, and they had also questioned this delay of giving the voter turnout on the part of the Election Commission of India, which also includes the Congress party, as we have seen that how the Congress General Secretary Jairam Ramesh had made a tweet in this regard, and he has also mentioned that for the very first time, even after 11 days of the first phase of the polls and 4 days after the second phase, the final voter turnout has not been published by the ECI, as in the past ECI used to publish the final voter turnout immediately after the voting or within 24 hours. So that's the concern which the Congress party had also raised, as Jairam Ramesh has also mentioned that it is essential for the Election Commission of India to be as timely and transparent about all election related data, as we have seen that how the various opposition parties have been continuously claiming that this is a concerning matter, that the manner in which BJP is saying that we will...
Right, the BJP has rejected the opposition's charge. Niyamika, thank you for getting us the details. Thank you to Aditi as well. With that, we're slipping into a very short break. News and updates will continue.